Good morning, magnificent galactic spirits. Today we're talking about rhythmic human. There's your icon for human, and I love human because human, every time you see this icon, it comes around every 20 days as your one daily birthright. So there's not a lot to remember. Once you start anchoring the energies in your brain, they're in there. And human, this icon will always ask you, are you willing? Are you willing to be your authentic self with the wisdom and the knowledge that you are accumulating every single day with every birthright? I love to talk about willingness because a lot of people say, oh, that they're so spiritual and they're so evolved, but they're not doing the inner work. And the reason why I love galactic spirit so much is because it only takes a few minutes each day to say, to remind yourself, are you willing to be human, to do your work with messy hair and your jammies? Are you being your authentic self? So as we are in our spiral of the 13-day cycle of hand is your birthright. We've already gone through the action steps. There you go. Get the glare out. Get the glare out. It's from my other monitors, what's happening there. As you're going through the action steps of hand, what's hand? What do you think? We've already talked about it. Hand is your healing hands. Healing the harm within yourself. It's the knowledge of, here's today's birthright now. Are you being willing to look at yourself from the inside out? And hand is also the expression of all of your healing, all of your inner radiance, all your heart coherence, of expressing your authentic self out into the world. We're on the 6th day now. The progressions, the action steps, we've anchored the energy in your body through magnetism. We're working on overcoming duality. We're talking about the action steps of electrifying your brain. We're saying, yes, I exist. And now we're adding the heart. So here we've done all the physicality, and for the rest of the cycle, the rest of the spin, we're going into spiritual realms of your healing hands, of your spiritual knowledge. How are you anchoring all the physicality of your hands into your expression out into the world with human? How are you being willing to take action? How are you expressing yourself out into the world? How are you expressing your authentic self? So as you go through today, look at, the choices. That's another thing that humans about. The choices that you are making, where you can be half full or half empty. Half full, half empty with humans' wisdom to step into higher realms of consciousness. Day number 6 is about balance. So we're balancing our physical world with our spiritual world, and we're starting to look at all of the fractals, because these are all fractals. All of these of the birthrights are fractals of you. So how do you break them down individually? And I love the progression. Look, we're just going to do the past 3 days. First, we talk love above all else. Don't take yourself so seriously. So go ahead, go on live broadcast and be your human authentic self with messy hair and in your jammies. That's what human is all about, and really not taking too much, and as we see the progression around, you'll see how we're starting to step up more into how we are handling our spiritual consciousness from ourselves, from our humanness, from our healing hands, our expressions of how we are out into the world. You know, you never have to worry about where you can find these energies. You can follow along with your compass, or we're going to do a little, you can follow along with your free Galactic interactive calendar on galacticspirit.com. Always on the top header, there's human, there's the day number 6, one bar, one dot, one dot is 1 bar is 5, that's a 6, it's the 6th day. And we're in the human progression. We can go down to see actually the date. There we are right there. And it says 8-8. That's what today is. Today is the pinnacle of the Lion's Gate energy. But you can, if you ever want to go a little deeper and find out more, the beauty of the interactive calendars, you can click on the energy and you can learn more. And there's where you see it's part of the hand progression, the hand ascension. So that's how you find your energy every day. And let's just talk about where you all, for those of you who are following along with your compass, I love the compass. So much information on here. Here we've already gone through this 13 days, this 13 days, this 13 days, and here's the 13-day cycle. So you see everything at a glance. Today is number 6, 1 bar. There's human. So when you read this, when you read the calendar, here you go. Your humanness is all about, there you go. Your humanness is all about being authentic, starting to break down the fractals. You're halfway through the 13-day cycle. So you've done the physical. We're working, now we're going to start moving into the spiritual aspects of it, since we've already anchored the others, of how we are expressing our hands, our healing selves out into the world. I got my timer to keep it short for you. So, and now we're on the wind up, but we're also going to talk about the Lion's Gate in 1 second. When you turn over your map, your galactic DNA map, you'll see that you'll see the DNA coding right in there. We are with every single daily birthright. What's today? Today is rhythmic human, 1 birthright a day, and you can see rhythmic human right there. There's our energy of rhythmic human right there, which is a light-coded energy within the DNA map, and the DNA is built right in there to enlighten ourselves. What does the word enlighten mean? It means to enlighten, to take your light and bring your light inward, and your DNA has dormant light receptors that are ready and willing to take you into the next step of human evolution. Human luminous is, instead of human Homo sapien, Homo luminous. So the Mayan calendar and your galactic DNA map is there to enlighten you with, guess what? So simple, 1 birthright a day. And our upcoming free masterclass, we are talking about the inner built-in metaphysics of how it works. But we're working on that as fast as we can. So just bear with us on that one. We're going to talk about, let me just move some stuff around, because I've got rigs for you. We're going to talk about the Lion's Gate for 1 minute. Today, it's the Q, and this is really, really cool, because the Lion's Gate is always on 8-8. And 8-8 is where, is where Sirius, the star, bigger than, 25 times larger than our Earth, is in the visuals of our Earth's orbit. We can see it, we can, we can really look at it, and this is the pinnacle of the energy, which is part of the rhythmic cycles of nature, of how we exist in the cosmos. It started, this is so cool, on the Mayan New Year, which is always July 26th, where Sirius is actually seen from our horizon. Now, what I love so much about the Galactic Mayan calendar and 8-8, I have an opportunity to tell you that and we're not going to get into it real deep because we don't have time right now, but we are the perfect mathematics of the perfect mathematics of the dates, as well as the perfect astronomical, not astrological, astronomical alignments of the Mayan calendar, and why everybody practices Lionsgate, because Sirius is a big veil that opens for us in order for us to really tap into greater energies. And I just love this image right here that I swiped on the web from Ask Angels. They've incorporated the Sphinx with the flower of life, ever expanding. There's like a chakra energy down there. By the way, the chakras are all on your compass, which, if you can see them, they're all there. We can talk about that another day. And we're also incorporating the DNA. So all of these energies were part of the master plan and in the awesomeness of the Mayan calendar. And while we're talking about this magnificent Sphinx right now, and that magnificent energy portal, I just want to share with you that not next Lionsgate, but the Lionsgate afterwards in 2027, I am sponsoring a trip to Egypt, and I put the links in the description there. And what is so exciting about this trip, not only are we going to be in Egypt during the portal and during the energy sequence where we have that perfect mathematics and energetic astronomical alignment, perfect. We're moving. Here's just some highlights. We are moving this will be my third trip. We're moving all the way from Cairo, all the way down to Abu Simbel, seeing every tomb, every temple, every pyramid, experiencing them firsthand with a guide that I absolutely love, that I've been with twice before. In fact, I talk to him about once a month, and it's like I'm almost counting the days to go. But the reason why I wanted to facilitate a trip for you is because this trip is also on the total solar eclipse in Karmnak Temple. So just to witness a total solar eclipse in the heart of civilization at Luxor Temple, at the during the sequence of events during the Lionsgate portal, where we're actually going to be at the Sphinx. I mean, I just get goosebumps when I think about it. So please check that out. I've gone over my time today because I wanted to tell you about Lionsgate, and I also wanted to talk to you about how we are going to experience Lionsgate in the heart of civilization in Egypt with the Sphinx and a total solar eclipse. Let me just feel those body rushes, spirit tingles, just thinking about how exciting that is. Anyway, join me. We are going to have a blast. It's going to be very higher minded, and which is the reason why I'm calling it the Ascension Tour. Going full circle, what's your birthright today? Rhythmic, human. Breathe into, are you willing to be your authentic self? To have the courage to express your wisdom out into the world. Your authentic self, messy hair and jammies and all. And tomorrow, with our spiraling energies, we are now moving through hand into higher spiritual realms with our in our hand ascension. Only two things you have to think about every day. Actually, three. One, what's the concentrated energy? I'm doing this for someone who's listening. The concentrated energy the hand, the concentrated hand of Rhythmic Birthright, your fractals of your wisdom of who you are and your authentic self, and are you willing? What choices are you making? That's the first thing. Look at your one daily birthright. Within the 13-day ascension of hand, where are you spiraling up and evolving your ascension? And watching how these energies, when you're paying attention, when you're being the observer, how are these energies evolving in your day, just as you go through life? But think about, do the inner work. You know, when you're washing the dishes, think about how are you evolving and what choices you're making, and are you using your wisdom, and are you evolving your expression of self? Are you healing the harm, or are you just playing by the old monkey mind in your head? And we did monkey yesterday. Look at the perfect progression. Are you playing in your monkey mind, or are you seeing through the illusion and delusion that monkey asked you to have a look at, to step into not taking yourself seriously, to be in more joy? The progression, when you look at it, is just wonderful. Wonderful. Fills you full of wonder and awe when you're being the observer. Let's close. I've been on for way too long. I promised to make these shorts, but today was a really special day. So I'd like to always close with reminding you, as your authentic self, be love. As we know, love always conquers all the darkness and all the fear. So, may the love and my authentic self honor the love and authentic self with you. From my heart to yours always. Namaste and Lakesh.